Coming up on City Beat, the city of Las Vegas reaches a major milestone in sustainability. Find out about an achievement that puts us in an exclusive class when it comes to cities using renewable energy. Plus, there's a new venue in downtown Las Vegas that gives a whole new meaning to dinner and a show. We'll take you inside Eclipse and show you how it makes catching a movie a unique experience. And there's a fairly new specialty court in the city's municipal court system that is getting to the root of the problem when it comes to people dealing with mental illness and the law. Find out why it's now getting national attention. Hi, everybody. Happy holidays. I'm Nancy Byrne, and we are coming to you from City Hall. Specifically, we are on the 6th floor of City Hall, where there is an incredible display in honor of the holidays. We're going to tell you all about it coming up just a little bit later on. But first, we'd like to start the show by giving a big congratulations to the city of Las Vegas for accomplishing something that many people thought was a very lofty goal. 1 year ago, city leaders announced that thanks to a partnership with NV Energy, the city as an organization would one day, soon, be able to get all of its power from 100% renewable resources and credits. Well, on September 12th, a press conference was held here at City Hall announcing, thanks to the startup of the Boulder Solar One plant near Boulder City and to our own steps like solar panels at all city facilities such as City Hall and our giant solar field at the water treatment plant, we are one of a very few cities in the world that can say all power we use comes from a green source.
People outside of Las Vegas are always so surprised to hear about unique and positive events that are going in Las Vegas. But we have become a world leader in sustainability. We have awards to bear this out for you, and we can now add to the list the power our organization uses comes from green, renewable sources.
Phenomenal. Not only have we been able to save energy and generate on-site renewable energy, primarily solar, but we've been able to save a tremendous amount of money, over $5 million annually since 2008 now. Our bill is significantly lower.
A lot of people were wondering, but even at night and on cloudy days, of which there are few, the city will still be able to receive renewable energy from NV Energy. Once again, congratulations to the city of Las Vegas. Well, there's a new venue in downtown Las Vegas that gives a whole new meaning to dinner and a show. It's called Eclipse. Mayor Carolyn Goodman and Councilman Bob Coughlin were on hand for the grand opening on December 8th. The celebration was about 2 years in the making. This unique venue is actually so much more than just a place to sit and catch the latest film. You can see first-run movies, sure, but other than that, it really isn't like any other movie theater you've experienced. Let's take a look inside. It feels like a high-end restaurant or club. Short rib sliders, signature cocktails, and indoor-outdoor lounges are just part of Eclipse. This is the other exciting element in this new downtown establishment.
Holy moly, that's good.
8 luxury theaters complete with recliners, and recliners complete with this.
And when you need something, you just push this button right here. You're going to get a server that will basically go over the menu, and so you'll have that more traditional dining experience, but inside of a cinema.
Ryan Stock says the idea to build a theater complex came to them first. Then it just grew from there.
We obviously have movies, but above and beyond that, we're changing what the movie theater experience is all about. So instead of having your traditional concession, you're going to walk in the property, check in with the concierge, and then you have the opportunity to enjoy the bar and lounge as well.
In fact, they expect the bar and lounge to attract people whether they're coming here for a movie or not, and people are welcome to do that. However, most people seem to like the idea of dinner and movie conveniently located under one spectacular roof, especially when the theater has luxury accommodations and the food, well, is not your typical concession stand fare.
We're trying to take that luxury idea to the next level, where you can come in, you can enjoy a movie, you get a martini, flatbreads, sliders, certain things that you wouldn't find on a typical theater menu. We use a Wagyu beef for our slider, and it's not your typical lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle. We use a special sauce, crispy onions, smoked Tillamook cheddar. On our short ribs, we use a pesto sauce as well. There's a lot of different items that we try to make it something unique.
In case Eclipse doesn't already sound like a unique experience, coming sometime in January of 2017, you'll be able to work on your golf swing here in private golf suites with high-tech simulators.
The technology that we brought in, it's called HD Golf, and basically instead of an animated image, you're going to have real imagery of real courses, 26 courses around the world, in fact. And so when you're shooting into the simulator, you're going to be shooting into an actual image of a course.
The golf suites also come with a food and cocktail server. Ryan says they could have built this multi-entertainment complex anywhere, but downtown Las Vegas seemed like the perfect fit.
We feel like it's a great location to capture both tourists as well as a lot of the local community here. There's a lot of revitalization that's happening downtown, and so we feel that this is just another great piece to add to that as another reason to come downtown.
Chef Robert used to work his culinary magic at the Smith Center for the Performing Arts. He says while in a completely different genre of entertainment, he gets the same feeling being here as he did when the Smith Center opened, a feeling of being part of something new in our city.
Being a Las Vegas native, opening the Smith Center, it brought the culture back to the city. It was something that we were sorely lacking. I think this project for the downtown area is going to be one of the cornerstones of the development that's going to continue down here.
Eclipse is located at 814 South 3rd Street. Well, the city of Las Vegas has been proclaimed the capital of so many things. Gaming capital of the world, entertainment capital of the world. But did you know that we're also the wedding capital of the world? Well, we sure are good at throwing weddings anyway. Well, there's a brand new wedding chapel that opened up in the Arts District in downtown Las Vegas. And the owners say there are a lot of great chapels out there, but what helps set them apart is the way they capture memories of the special day.
It's a new wedding chapel in downtown Las Vegas with a name that truly combines love and Las Vegas, Ace of Hearts. The owners picked the Arts District for this chapel for a very good reason.
We feel that we're artists as well, and we wanted to show our art in a different light and bring it down here, and also invite all the artists to share what they have to offer to all of Las Vegas.
Inside, you'll find a beautiful chapel, wedding ready. Or, should you prefer an outdoor ceremony, well, they can accommodate that as well. Lisa says there are many great chapels in our city, but she feels this one will specialize in creating beautiful memories through photography, something she's been in the business of doing for years with her partner, Paul.
Paul and I are wedding photographers. We've had Paul's Vegas Photography open for 4 years, and we decided to bring a bit of our photography into the wedding chapel business so that we could offer quality photography to our clients.
Mayor Carolyn Goodman stopped by to help celebrate the opening of this unique chapel and to congratulate them on picking downtown.
As you know, Las Vegas is really the place to be, of course, but downtown has really gotten a kick in the pants since we've been coming out of this recession.
Lisa read from the mayor's certificate of congratulations.
May the new chapel bring joy and lasting memories to all. Welcome to the neighborhood, Carol.
So we are thrilled. Thank you. Well done. You're hired. You now have another job to work for the city.
And with that, Ace of Hearts Wedding Chapel officially opened with a promise of creating beautiful memories for many years to come.
1, 2, 3.
You know, the people who were holding that blue ribbon for the ribbon cutting ceremony were actually Lisa's parents. After that ceremony, they were going to have their own celebration, renewing their vows for their 51st wedding anniversary. So congratulations to them, and congratulations to Ace of Hearts. As we said, it's located in the Arts District on 1st Street. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we're going to tell you about a specialty court here in the city of Las Vegas that is gaining national recognition. We'll tell you why.
Congratulations to Nancy Byrne, City of Las Vegas Employee of the Month. I'm Sue Levitt, producer at KCLV. Nancy has been with the city for over 12 years, and as you of course know, produces and hosts the show you're watching right now, City Beat, that features all of the great things happening around our city. Nancy also handles a number of other projects, including a recent, very compelling half-hour special program she produced on bullying. After her special aired, she gained the attention of local schools and was invited invited to speak to students on the effects of bullying. There's no doubt Nancy's efforts to help stop bullying has made a huge impact in our community. Another special program Nancy produced on gangs won the City of Las Vegas an Emmy. Congratulations to my friend and coworker, Nancy Byrne, City of Las Vegas Employee of the Month.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him opening his own clothing store at the age of 18? 1 in 138,000. Excited to be a part of pop culture, he packed for the big city. The odds of finding someone to invest in his vision? 1 in 4.5 million. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
Welcome back to City Beat from the 6th floor of City Hall, where there is a beautiful display of nutcrackers, both large and small. Just a little bit later on, we're going to tell you all about the display, the history behind it, and the history behind nutcrackers. But first, there is a new specialty court within the Las Vegas Municipal Court system that helps people who are dealing with mental health issues. And as Sue Levitt tells us, the court is barely a year old and is already getting national recognition.
All rise, please. Primary 3 is now in session. Honorable Heidi Almasi presiding.
On Wednesdays, proceedings are a little different in Judge Almasi's courtroom.
How you doing, Michelle?
Good.
You doing good?
Nervous.
Why are you nervous? It's okay.
Wednesday is Mental Health Court, a specialty court program created by Judge Almasi to help treat and assist people with psychological disorders.
Julian, did you have a chance to talk to her?
I did, Your Honor. I had a chance to go over the basics of the program and what it entails.
Okay. Does that sound like something you want to do? Okay. You understand there's sober living?
Yes, there is.
She demonstrates an interest in their personal lives and what's going on with them. She'll ask them how they're doing, how their day is, how their treatment's going, how their family is doing. When they do bring in their families, she'll speak to them and say, hey, how are things? Is there anything that we can do to help you?
When you enter Judge Almasi's mental health court, you're going to notice a much different feeling than traditional courtrooms. You're not going to see a defense attorney or a prosecutor. That's because the goal here is to keep people out of jail.
How you doing, Chardonnay?
Good.
How's school going?
Good.
When participants come into the courtroom, they're addressed on a first name basis. The judge will call them by their first name. I'm called by my first name as well, because it's not an adversarial process like court typically is.
We'll staff your case next week, so I'll bring you back next week. We'll talk about your case. If you're still interested in the program, we'll get you set up.
This program is giving me all the tools I need for living. I don't feel handicapped anymore. I don't feel like I have one leg or half a brain. When I was out there and I was using drugs and living that lifestyle and didn't have the right therapy or any support, this program supports me in anything that I want to do.
Victor is one of the first people to take advantage of the services offered through Mental Health Court. He lived many years on the streets and was in and out of jail until he came before Judge Almasi.
I can never express my gratitude for this courtroom. I mean, I get teary because they saved my life. And there's not any emotion. Any emotion that I would give would be like an understatement, because I was lost. I was a hope-to-die dope fiend. I was post-traumatic stress disorder, schizoaffective disorder, bipolar. I'm not supposed to be sitting here in this chair.
He's doing so well. Like, I'm so proud of him. He just got his glasses and he's like, I can see now. And he's on the least amount of medication he's ever been on. And he's just doing so well. I'm so proud of him.
In Mental Health Court, the judge, defense attorney, city attorney, and court coordinators work together to come up with the best solution and treatments for each individual who chooses to participate. The hope is that everyone who enters the program ends up like Victor, stable, out of jail, and living productively in society.
I love it. When you sit there today, I mean, with our mental health folks, the first thing that I saw was two things. One, families trying to take care of relatives who are not well, and they don't have any support or assistance. And then the second thing that you see is, by and large, the folks that are diagnosed mental ill are very different from your traditional folks who come into the criminal justice system. You see their heart, you see that once they're stabilized, they don't engage in criminal behavior. So, you know, you want to keep the box. Make sure that you follow house rules, okay?
I will.
Okay, because I know you like that and I know it makes you feel better.
Because of Judge Almasi's success with mental health court, the court has been recognized by the National Alliance on Mental Illness, or NAMI, and the National Council for Behavioral Health. And out of thousands that apply nationwide, the City of Las Vegas Mental Health Court was one of 4 to be awarded $10,000.
They look for organizations nationwide that are doing good things for the mental health community, and they want to reward those organizations by assisting with some funding to help them continue what they are doing for mental health.
The court plans to use the reward money to create care packages to hand to mental health court participants when they come into court.
Just honored. I'm really honored. I'm, you know, every day these people humble me. Thanks, everybody.
For City Beat, I'm Sue Levitt.
A big congratulations. You know, that is just one of 7 specialty courts within the Las Vegas Municipal Court System. Thank you, Sue Levitt, for that story. You know, at this time of year when we are all gathering with friends and family, we need to remember that there are people who have suffered a loss, such as the case of Las Vegas Fire and Rescue Fire Inspector Anthony Curtis Stevens. At the age of 58, he passed away after a long bout with cancer. Now, in the state of Nevada, a firefighter who dies of cancer, what's considered dying in the line of duty, is nationwide. It is the leading cause of death for firefighters. To his family, our condolences. Same with his friends. We'd like to take you to the very moving procession in his honor.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
When they test you, stand firm and move only when you hear the seatbelt click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to City Beat from the 6th floor of City Hall. Well, you've probably noticed it is really decked out for the holiday season. As promised, we want to give you the story behind this incredible display.
These nutcrackers are the personal collection of one of our city employees, Bonnie Mosek, with our City Auditors Department. She's been collecting these beautiful keepsakes for more than a decade. So she wanted to share the story behind the nutcrackers so that everyone could grow to love them as much as she and her husband John do. As you can see, along with the wooden statues, she painstakingly displayed their history on the walls so that as people walked through, they could read all about it. It's lengthy, but in a nutshell, no pun intended. According to German folklore, nutcrackers were given as keepsakes to bring good luck to families and to protect their home. Legend says they represent power and strength and serve as a trusty guard over your home, protecting you and family from evil spirits. These are Steinbach nutcrackers made from wood that is dried for several years. There are some 100 steps to creating them, including cutting, shaping, polishing, carving, and finally painting. It took Bonnie and her husband weeks to put this up on their own time, not during work hours, but she says she wanted co-workers and residents who passed through the 6th floor, or the Nutcracker Suite as she calls it, to grow to love them as much as she does.
Nutcrackers have become just as much of an American tradition as a German one. By the way, getting this up here, no easy feat. There's at least 100 of them, and the life-size ones weigh between 90 and 100 pounds. Thank you to Bonnie and John for such a wonderful holiday treat. Well, something else we can count on every December is the National Finals Rodeo, and one event that ties the rodeo into the holidays is Stetson Christmas, and for the very first time, it was held in downtown Las Vegas.
Anything you could possibly want, from boots to hats, you could find at the Stetson Country Christmas. More than 350 exhibits of Western clothing, tack, and gifts were under the big tents outside the World Market Center.
Everything here is all handmade. Everything from the bits and spurs to all the different leather goods are all handmade, one-of-a-kind handmade products.
Tom Palmer has been coming to the NFR here in Las Vegas for 20 years. He says it's his biggest show of the year. He said the move to downtown this year was met with mixed emotions by many of the vendors, some trepidation and some excitement. But he says being downtown in itself is something he always looks forward to, and he loves the changes he sees here.
Well, it went from kind of being a not very nice place to being very nice now. We have a lot of fun and a lot of nice dining experiences and that kind of stuff. So and we don't have to leave there. We can just stay. It's like its own little world there.
Aside from great shopping, there was also some action to be found here as well. Barrel racing is what brought 12-year-old Wiley Marie Mitchell here from Pioche. She's been competing as far back as she can remember.
What isn't there to like about it? There's between the thrill of the competition and the excitement and being on the animals that I love the most, being able to, it's just a really neat experience.
She may only be 12 years old, but she has high hopes for this year.
I hope I can walk out that arena with a smile on my face and hopefully some money in my hand.
If something a little calmer is your cup of tea, meet Bogart. This bull, unlike the ones you see in the rodeo, was raised for cud and cuddling.
He's a 5-year-old bull. He loves women and kids. He was bottle raised, 4-8 shown, so he's got the handle better than most horses that I've seen. So he's definitely family oriented. He loves people more, and he's more scared of bulls than he is people.
Tony Mendez says he takes Bogart all over the country to introduce kids to the world of rodeo.
Rode bulls in Brazil, Canada, Australia, Mexico. I've been in this walk of life my whole career, and there's nothing more to me than giving back to the future, the youth of bull riding. And so I got him to teach kids how to get off and how to properly, where to put their feet, where to sit, how to pull their rope, how to take their wrap in a safe environment.
This 1,900-pound bull looks intimidating, but almost always ends up winning over the kids. Tony hopes it may also attract new talent to the rodeo.
You know, some kids are scared or the parents don't want them to do it, you know, but once them kids come up with a smile on their face and a little bit of heart, you know, I let them do it, and that's where, you know, it all starts. I might be seeing that kid in 15 years win the world, and it might be from today.
So no matter what you love about the rodeo, from this gentle giant to western wear to barrel racing, it was all to be found under these tremendous tents in downtown Las Vegas.
Well, it's our very own Christmas tradition here in Las Vegas, the lighting of the Christmas tree on Fremont Street Experience. This year was no different. Mayor Carolyn Goodman was joined by Fremont Street Experience CEO Patrick Hughes and a couple of special guests to light the 50-foot tree.
Christmas ornaments that reflect the surrounding neon and lights. Now, not every city can brag about a tree that looks lit before the switch is even thrown, but here in Las Vegas, we sure can. Of course, it is prettier with lights, so Mayor Carolyn Goodman made an appearance with Fremont Street Experience CEO Patrick Hughes and a couple of special elves on December 6th to throw the switch.
Make sure you look at me. I've got two wonderful partners.
Hundreds were on hand to help celebrate and get a little clarification on how this tree may be 21 years old, but it's freshly cut to us.
And you think it's artificial. What's artificial are the bulbs. It is genuine Las Vegas real.
One thing is for sure, when it is all lit up, it's beautiful.
3, 2, 1, hit it!
12.5 million LED lights cover the tree, which stands 50 feet tall. The Fremont Street Experience tree lighting ceremony is a sure sign the holidays have arrived.
Well, that does it for another edition of City Beat. We want to wish you a happy, safe, and healthy holiday season. And as we go to close, we want to take you to the annual Cowboy Christmas out at Floydland Park at Tule Springs.